Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, we are going to be looking at potential CT trades. CT stands for counter trend trades. Yesterday, we had high impact news that came out for the US dollar. I'm going to breeze through that and then show you what happened with respect to the DXY's movement. But before we jump into that, if you are joining us for the first time, or if you are yet to hit the subscribe button, do so now and turn on the notification bell so that you get our story of price on a daily basis, and then you understand the market better. Because once you can read and understand the market, then you are on your way to taking advantage of it. Right? Great. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up as well. Give it a like. If you have any questions, use the comment section below. Yeah, so yesterday, if you have a look at the calendar from Forex Factory, yesterday, Wednesday, May 15th, we have high impact news, a couple of them, about 6, that came out at the same time, 1:30 p.m. UK time, where we said we had neutral black for neutral, black for neutral, red for selling, black for neutral, red for selling, and red for selling. So as we had selling and neutral, you would expect that the USD index, the DXY, was going to fall, was going to tank. And if we cross over to the chart, that was exactly what we saw over here. We witnessed the USD index on the hourly time frame here. We witnessed this drop all the way here to the point where it got to this support. It just reacted to it a bit, or maybe not even that much, because it breached it heavily and then dropped. So today we are focused more on CT moves. We're focused more on counter trend moves. And what do we mean by that? We mean that looking for the market, as the trend here is a downtrend, we're looking for the market to pull back to this area here, which was former support and should now act as resistance. So the only thing I'm seeing here, if you take a look at your divergence, maybe using the RSI or MACD, we should have some divergence here. And then, of course, this means that it's time for the market to pull back at least to this area. Today is Thursday. It means that we still have Friday on the cards. And then if you check back history-wise, you'll notice that most times Thursdays, Fridays is when we normally have like profit taking. So we tend to have like some pullbacks in the market. And that's what happens most of the time, not all the time. Now, with that said, Euro USD, what are we expecting on the Euro USD as well? Right? If you look at the Euro USD, what are we expecting? You notice that we're expecting some pullbacks as well, just as we said for the DXY. We're expecting the DXY to pull up. We're expecting this Euro USD to drop at least to this area. This area for me seems like a minor area. I'll prefer a pullback to this area here that has more areas of interest, of resistance here, and not just this area here. This for me is a minor one. So we would like to see the price pull back to this area. And if you're a Fibonacci trader, drawing your fields from this point, from that low to these highs over here, somewhere here could probably be around the 50 Fib marker, which I'm sure a lot of traders probably even have penny orders to buy here. Some of you might have penny orders buy limit to buy here. That is not my style of trading. I like to wait for a reaction out of trading. The area of interest, we've gotten it. The reaction, we wait for it. And then T, the trigger when we get the price here after the reaction, we wait for a trigger to take it back up. Now, mind you, for today, we have news coming out by the same 1:30 p.m. Throughout this week that we've been having news for the USD from Tuesday, 1:30 p.m., Wednesday, 1:30 p.m., and today, 1:30 p.m. UK time, we have the unemployment claims. So we're expecting volatility in the market again for today. But trust me, for me, I would like to see some pullbacks. And of course, if it pushes higher in this case of the Euro USD, it will make the divergence a bit stronger, and then we should have it drop to this point and maybe this point before the end of the week. Let's see how that goes. But now we've been able to, first of all, identify the trend, that the trend is a strong uptrend. And then from where it is, we have some areas that price needs to retest. Price needs to retest these areas. And this is the same thing when it comes to the likes of the GBP USD as well. Most times we like to focus on the Euro USD and the GBP USD, but you'll still see this on like gold or even Bitcoin or other major currencies, USD, JPY, USD CAD, and the rest of them. The same thing applies here. If you look very well, you can see market going up, but as it's going up, we have some areas here. This is, for me, is still a minor one, but we have one here, it's messed this area up, but then we have another one here. And if you look, it means that price should pull back at least to this point, before pushing higher. And if that is not the case, if we should push higher, then there will be listen to this carefully. If we should push higher before dropping, then there will be a stronger gravitational pull for price to drop here. And that gravitational pull for price to get here would most likely be based on the orders that are sitting here. By the time it starts placing buy penny orders here, it is going to pull price to that area to trigger it. And that's what tends to happen. You could hear some traders talk about order flow, and that's just an example. But then I would like price to get to this point here, or maybe even this point. Well, today is Thursday, as I said, and then we have Friday. So who knows? In the space of today, tomorrow, do not underestimate price. For this GBP USD on the hourly time frame, it could as well get 1.2633 over here, and as well get 1.25937 over here as well. Don't forget, this price that we're calling areas. So it's an area, but I'm just using that based on this horizontal line that we have over here. So it's an area of interest. We wait for the reaction, and then we wait for your trigger at that area of interest. So if you are a CT trader, from what we've been talking about so far for all the instruments, the Euro USD, the GBP USD, based on the USD Index, the DXY, if you are a CT trader, this is your field of play. And if you are a trend trader, you have to wait for price to get here for the reaction, or better still, this point here, because this will give us a much better take profits with respect to stop loss. Don't forget, the ultimate thing for any trader for you to survive in this business, the long haul, is to ensure that your stop loss is like this and the take profit is much bigger. So if your stop loss, as an example, is 20 pips, make sure that your take profit is nothing less than 20 pips. I wouldn't even take 20 to 20. It could be 20 to 30, 20 to 40, or whatever the case might be. But just make sure that your reward is by far greater than your risk. So with that said, I want to say thank you, guys. Trade safely, guys. Don't forget, we still have high impact news coming out later today by 1:30 p.m. UK time. Make sure that the timing I just mentioned, you adjust it on the first factory, adjust it to your own time zone, depending on where you're from. If you are in Africa or in the UK, it's more or less the same time, depending on South Africa or Ghana. I think there's a bit of 1 hour shift there. If you are somewhere in Asia or EST in the States, or maybe PST somewhere in Canada, the BC area, British Columbia, make sure to adjust your timing accordingly. Okay, with that said, thank you, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you get these videos immediately they drop, and try to take advantage of them. I will also try and give updates on the potential entries, because I am seeing my own plays here. Remember, I said if you're a city trader, this is where you would like to jump in, where you have divergence and rest. And if the price should get here and you've already gotten an entry, tidy up, close partial profits, or trail your stop, or move to break even. Anyhow you want to manage the trade, just make sure that you have a game plan. So hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, give the video a like, and of course, use the comment section to ask your questions or to give us your own 2 cents on the market. Thank you, guys. It has indeed been a good one. Cheers.